This is the second edition of our festival, but the previous edition's theme of the festival was celebration of motherhood, recognizing it as the nurturing force that shapes future global leaders and fosters peace and harmony worldwide. Throughout the event, incredible moments unfolded, featuring remarkable guests who added depth and insight to discussions surrounding this essential topic. Join us as we take a glimpse into the captivating highlights and unforgettable moments from the first Festival of Womanhood, where the power of women and the importance of motherhood took center stage in a celebrating of strength, resilience, and unity. Enjoy.
Hey woman, let's come together and make this world a better place forever. Hey woman, let's take hands and make this world dance, dance, dance.
We are opening the gates of women stepping into our power, combined with purest of love.
You know you are successful when we live a purpose-driven life, not lose something of yourself in the pursuit of success, and live with integrity, honor, and honesty.
I feel if a true woman has the potential to forget all the things that have been said to her and done to her, she has all the right to achieve what she wants and be successful in anything she is.
You are only in control of your own self. What's happening within yourself, literally within your spinal column, within your energy centers. You can't control or change anyone else. You can only change yourself.
The brain in every moment knows perfectly what it needs to be doing, but we need to be super relaxed, and this is what reflexology does.
When I'm in the state of calm and peace, I'm able to handle anything better, and it also gives me insight about what I can do more.
We can always grow and be better and bigger human beings.
We can insist on our rights, but other living beings can't do that because their voices aren't heard even when they scream.
For me, being plant-based is such a wonderful commitment because it means that I'm committed to non-violence.
Where every action you take as a woman, as a human being, will touch the lives of someone else.
We can actually explore our motherhood potential through our creativity, through being maybe motherly to other people, through being caring and nurturing.
And when we become mothers, that power that was already there, that was on low, the dial turns up because now we're motivated not just for ourselves, but for our kids and the world that we leave behind for them.
And if all the women come together, you'll actually be able to collectively fight for the biases that so many women are facing, right? So collaboration is sort of the way to go forward.
Our voice would be stronger. You have it in you. Just go ahead and follow your dreams. They will come true. Just get after it.
Hey woman, let's come together and make this world a better place forever. Hey woman, let's take hands and make this world dance, dance, dance. Woman, together forever. Hey woman.
Fantastic memories. Wasn't that amazing? When I remember, brings a lot of smiles on my face. We are going to our next panel. True femininity flourishes when anchored in self-belief. Our next panel, Developing Self-Belief, delves into the transformative power of confidence and resilience, equipping women to navigate a world where breaking barriers and redefining norms is not only encouraged, but essential. The moderator is our lovely Arushi. Enjoy.
Thank you so much, Yelena, for that wonderful introduction to our panel. So today we have with us an amazing panel, some amazing panelists, and a very important discussion to be had, as Saroni shared in her lovely Instagram video. Welcome, everyone. Warm welcomes to this insightful panel discussion on the importance of self-belief, a woman's perspective in today's times. We have with us 3 panelists, esteemed women, accomplished women from various fields, who will share their experiences and their insights on how self-belief has shaped their journeys. We will explore the unique challenges these women have encountered and tackled and conquered throughout their life, and how it has fostered empowerment, resilience, and success in their individual capacities. Welcome, warm welcomes, women. Let me now introduce each of our speakers. We have with us Saroni Roy, who is the founder and CEO of Saroni Roy Foundation, which leads initiatives promoting safer, fairer, and more sustainable world through peace education programs and partnerships. Saroni is a multi-talented personality. She's an Australian actor, a model, a social entrepreneur. She's breaking barriers as the first Indian origin Australian woman to be elected as a federal councillor in the National Performance Committee. She's the co-chair of Equity Diversity at the Media, Entertainment and Arts Alliance. Saroni is also a cancer survivor and an active advocate for invisible disabilities. She champions causes that promote diversity, equity, and inclusion. She is recognized as one of the most influential Asian Australians of the year and has garnered several awards for her contributions to global multicultural community welfare and UN SDGs. A very warm welcome to you, Saroni. It is a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Arushi, for that kind introduction. Thank you. And it's lovely to meet all of you.
It's lovely to meet you as well. Our second panelist is Thea Klincov. Thea is a dear friend. She was born in Serbia, raised in Belgium, and is the visionary CEO of M House Media, which blends creativity with positive impact and positive change. Thea started her journey from studying photography to volunteering with the Mohanji Foundation. She is presently the official photographer for Mohanji, who captures and documents his global humanitarian efforts across the globe. This experience gave birth to M House Media, which is a purpose-driven agency advocating for ethical and sustainable causes. She passionately shares her commitment to transforming lives through the powerful medium of media. I would also like to highlight that they have a very interesting movie on Nandini and Kamdhenu, which is in the works and which I'm eagerly looking forward to, which captures the amazing journey of a cow and her calf at the Australian Mohanji Centre for Benevolence. So stay tuned for that. Very warm welcome to you there, and I eagerly look forward to our discussion today.
Thank you, Arushi. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Likewise. Our third panelist is Miss Anotniette Revier. She is a life coach and an awakener Mahatma who has overcome a painful childhood marked by rejection and bullying. Antoinette was born in Germany in 1957, and she spent her early years in an orphanage. Later, she grew up in Amsterdam, facing numerous challenges at home and school. She believed she was unworthy. She believed that she had a low self-esteem. She struggled. She faced numerous rejections. However, she also turned her life around. At 32, she found her biological father, faced another breakdown and chronic fatigue syndrome. However, Through therapies, through extensive trainings, she healed herself. Not only that, since 2000, she has also empowered thousands through trainings and has authored 6 books guiding women and other people towards a better life. We are very honored to have you with us, Antoinette, and we look forward to an enriching conversation with you as well.
Thank you for your introduction and feeling honored to be here.
Warm welcome, ladies. I would like to start this panel with a small quote by Mohanji, which really touched me. He says that if you truly believe in yourself, if you truly believe that you are a kind person, you do not need to deliberately prove it to the world. It shows by itself. Your truth reveals itself beyond all pretensions and portrayals spontaneously. I would like to bring to fore in this panel today the very importance of having self-belief. The primary question that I seek to understand, and which I believe all our participants would seek to understand, is how we can all embody our true self. How can we believe that we are what we believe we are? If that is too much, how do we believe our abilities? How do we believe our perception of ourselves? And how can, through that belief, we empower ourselves, we become more resilient, we become more successful in our lives? This is the key question that I would like to invite all our panelists to address today. You're warmly welcome. Any one of you who would like to begin may start.
Should I say something?
Yes,
So, Arushi, if you can just, in a few words, just frame the question for me. I will.
That would be, yes, absolutely. The question that we seek to understand and highlight here is how homemakers can adapt themselves and believe in themselves, and how can that empower them?
I think one thing that I don't prepare anything, but usually I just go spontaneous as to what I'm feeling and how I'm feeling at the moment. So at the moment, I'm actually laying down on my bed because, I have this invisible disability. One of the invisible disabilities that I face on an everyday basis, every minute, is chronic, excruciating pain in my legs. So I'm not on a wheelchair or walking with a crutch or anything, but it becomes such a limitation to me in terms of mobility and how I, living a normal life every day, is that I can't sit, walk, or stand. Even heating food and eating is a big challenge for me. And since one week, the pain has increased, and I have been suffering from this since 9 years now. And we have not been able to find a solution to this. And it's non-stop, constant pain. So I'm right now laying in my bed and I'm talking to all of you. In this situation, also, what I felt was today I could have, I was thinking that should I cancel it or what do I do? Because should I face the world this way? Because I'm not looking my best at the moment. I just went and I didn't have the energy to put on makeup or anything. I just said, okay, I'll wear a red lipstick. That will make me look a bit fresh. And it's 9:30 p.m. here or 9:40 p.m. in Sydney. So I'm pretty tired and exhausted with the pain and everything. I'm on high dosage of painkillers and all of that. And I'm sure I'm not the only person who's going through these kind of challenges. Millions of us, billions of us are going through these invisible disabilities, and homemakers and every individual is actually battling or is fighting a battle that we don't know about or we can't see. So I think one of the quotes that you just mentioned from Mohanji, which is to be kind, and this whole kindness, I think stems from that I constantly remind myself that I am battling this and no one can see it. And when people are rude to me or people think otherwise of me and treat me or mistreat me or, bully me or whatever, I kind of take it with the stride that they don't know what I'm going through. But I will not do that to anyone else. And when it comes to this self-belief, or this whole how I carry myself, or and if I don't tell you, when people look at me, they just see an able-bodied person, a young able-bodied person in a nice dress, wearing heels, making keynote speeches, acting, modeling, shooting in different locations, absolutely normal, but those photos do not speak or do not say the pain I was going through. So I think one thing I realized after cancer was that we're all multifaceted. We are born multifaceted. We're like a prism. We're like a diamond. We have so many multiple dimensions. And a lot of times what we do is we enforce this perfectionism on us. We're all the time trying to look perfect, trying to do things perfectly. Perfect wife, perfect daughter-in-law, perfect sister, perfect friend, perfect girlfriend. Oh my God, the pressure. And to beat that, or to develop this self-belief, I started to show my imperfections, people. That how flawed am I? Oh my God, I'm so flawed and I'm so imperfect. It's not funny. Where do I start? To show my imperfections. Like, I've gained 18 kilos in the last 3 years due to various health reasons. And I can't stop showing it off. I can't stop showing my, big belly and the tummy and the donut and the muffin tops and everything. I did not stop wearing, I did not stop wearing bikinis. I did not stop wearing or doing swimwear shoots. I did not stop at being a Maxim CoverGirl contestant. And I'm in the 4th round at the moment, by the way, and I've won through public voting system. So the public is voting for my looks, of all things. That every day I'm like, I'm really struggling and cursing myself and struggling to accept my body the way it is now. I'm double the size of what I was 9 years ago, 10 years ago, before cancer and before my thyroid gland was removed from my body. So all of that, that I used to believe that I was I had this beautiful, perfect body. I was very attractive, and I was perfect in every way. I'm not, So that's the acceptance I learned. And of all professions, I was a journalist back then, before in India and overseas, and then a PR professional. And a lot of people at that point in time told me that you should get into Bollywood, or modeling or something, because I had a very good body and I looked great. And but I did not have the courage to do it, to tackle that beast at that point in time. And because I was alone, and I'm still alone, living by myself without family. So, but then when I came here to Australia after my cancer, I had nothing with me. I came here with 2 suitcases, no job, very little savings, no plan. I only knew that there is the Sydney Opera House, so I can watch opera, and I'll probably work at a Starbucks, and whatever money I make, I'll probably go skydiving. I'll do everything that I did not have the time to do, or I never thought of doing to make myself happy. So I started doing that, and I did not get a job in media and PR. Of all professions, I landed in film schools, where the entertainment industry and then the modeling offers started to come to me. Feature films started to happen, commercials started to happen. And it was after this whole change of body and energy levels and everything that I was going through, all the struggles. And the entertainment industry is the most ruthless when it comes to looks. And how you look, and you're supposed to be perfect looking all the time. But yeah, I just started accepting myself. And I think that was the time I realized that you don't have to keep doing what you were. Nothing is at the end of the world. So we are all born multifaceted. It's just about looking inwards and acknowledging them. And so what if journalism did not happen, or PR? I didn't get a job in PR. Yes, at that point in time, all the doors were shut on my face. I applied for 900 jobs. But I didn't get anything. I said, hire me as an intern, hire me as whatever, like entry-level writer, anything. Just allow me to enter the industry. But I was not. So one thing led to another, and something bigger happened. So I realized that there is a bigger plan that God has for you, which we have no idea about. So I think that's the self-belief that you need to have, that you are limitless, and you can be whatever you want to be at any point in time. You can start from anywhere, at any point in time, and any country, any spot in the world. Just choose, just put your finger on the map and just start. It's okay. If something did not work for you, there is a bigger plan.
I'm so inspired, Saroni, by this. I mean, what I really took from this talk and what you've shared is how amazingly you reinvented yourself kind of continuously until you reached a height which you were inherently not thinking of before, right? And it's just amazing the kind of acceptance that it takes.
And also because I was choosing happiness.
Yeah.
I was so much more happier. Oh my God, acting became my healing mechanism. It was the only way I could forget the pain for some time. When I'm on set, when I'm shooting, I'm doing modeling shoots or a feature film or anything, I forget the pain. I don't know where I get that energy from and that willpower from to stand for so many hours in spite of this pain. Yes, I'm miserable after that shoot, because I've stood there for like 4 hours, 5 hours or whatever, and I was, delivering. But I could just do it. And when that comes, when it's released, that commercial or that feature film, or that, the shoot photos come out and everyone is going cuckoo about it, I'm like, wow, I mean, this is me. Wow. It's just, it's a legacy. It's something that will always be there, so yeah.
Saroni, Thea herself has battled a lot of challenges. She has battled, self-doubt. She has battled expectations from society. And I'm sure she would also like to highlight how her journey has been and how she has, come to embrace and embody her belief in herself. Thea, may I invite you for a discussion?
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much. It's an immense pleasure to be here. And thank you, Saroni, to sharing your stories. It was really, really inspiring. Yes, I could relate to some aspects of it, definitely. Well, for me, this topic of self-belief is very meaningful because people who know me for, several years would definitely understand, because before I used to be really, really the opposite of what I am today. I started my journey, completely lost, and I didn't, believe in myself at all. So just to give you a little idea, let's go on a flashback of 12 years from now. I was in a psychiatric hospital. I got the diagnosis of being bipolar. I had the diagnosis of having schizophrenia. And I was 17 back then, and the psychiatrist who was seeing me told my mom that I would be crazy my whole life and that I would never come to my senses. So this was 12 years ago, and flash forward to today. I am Mohanji's official photographer. I am doing what I love the most in my life. I'm living my purpose. And I just opened a company doing, what I always wanted to do, which is creating purposeful media and making a positive change in the world. So, I mean, you mentioned in the beginning, Arushi, that for all of us ladies present today, self-belief shaped our journey. For me, self-belief is the actual journey. And in that journey, my encounter with Mohanji was really, a pivotal moment, because I was always in search of answers. I was, all my life, I felt like I had so much blockages, in the sense that I wanted to express so much. I had so much love for everything around me, but I was constantly so sad, so melancholic. I was always closed onto myself, and I couldn't express this to anyone. Then when I was 17, a certain experience happened to me, which I didn't know what it was then. Later on, I learned that it was awakening to our true nature. But back then, when I was 17, I had no clue what was going on. I was just very happy, and for the first time of my life, I felt that I had all the answers and that everything was great. But this is when they put me into psychiatry, because in the Western world, they don't recognize, what's happening. So after this experience for many, many, many years, I had a question. I wanted to know what actually happened. I wanted answers, because for me, what happened during this period was, for the first time, I felt the real truth. I felt we're so much more than what society is showing us. I felt there is a really higher truth to everything, because when this was happening, I could really feel that we are all connected, that it's not just, you are born, you live, you die, you get married, you have a house, you have kids. No, I felt, I don't know how to explain, I felt the reality, what is really real, that we are multidimensional beings, that there is so much more in the whole cosmos, that unconditional love is real, and that it really connects us. So I got hooked to this feeling, and my only wish was to find this back. I wanted to find that and find people who could give me answers. So after many years of, searching, finally, I was living in Serbia back then. Finally, one day, someone recommended me to, go to some group meditation, and it happened to be Mohanji's meditation, Power of Purity. Back then, I was still, very closed, very shy. I didn't believe in myself at all. But somehow I started volunteering in the foundation, and things started changing. What I understand happened is that, by connecting to something, a source or a person that is very stable, it's like that stability and all these qualities of that person have an impact on you. So I started connecting to that, and over time also I became Mohanji's photographer. So I had the opportunity to be with him and be in close quarters and watch him, and it's like that energy impacted me and transformed me, to the better. And it's unbelievable, but today I cannot recognize myself. It's like, all these patterns and blockages that I had that were not enabling me to express myself and believe in myself are completely gone. Today I can believe I believe I can do anything, and it's the biggest transformation that happened for me. And everything is being proven through what we do. As Arushi mentioned, we are right now, my company House Media, we are producing our first movie. Making movies is what I wanted to do, for many, many years, but I never thought this could be a reality. I thought, this happens to other people, not to me. I don't have the ability to do that. And now it's actually happening. And I really, truly believe that so many more things can happen. And for me, I mean, my personal reality, it's really thanks to Mohanji and what I've been learning with him, because he truly, really empowers everyone to be themselves. His main teaching, what he's telling to everyone is be you, accept yourself, and then, you will accept the world. And so I don't know. I'm really, really, truly, truly grateful. And, also the fact that I'm speaking with all of you today is also a testament of my transformation, because a few years ago, no way I could have done that.
Really appreciate this beautiful thread that is coming across very clearly in this conversation. Saroni started it with her journey of acceptance, and Thea also continued it with being stable and also accepting yourself. Beautiful, wonderful. I would now like to invite Antoinette to continue with her journey and share with us all how we can learn to embody our true worth. How can we believe in ourselves? What can we do to just believe? Welcome.
Believe it's said very easily like that, but it's not so easy to just believe, because the mind is always blocking you. It is the mind through which we are led in our lives. And we all have a mission. We all came to this planet with a mission. I cannot say it any different. But at the same time, we also came to this world with our blockages to overcome. Some grew up in a very bad situation like I did. Others became ill or whatever it is. We all have our own blockages and we need to overcome them. And as I've heard from Saroni and from Thea, you had your share and you became bigger than that. You started searching. You started looking all over for how can I heal myself? How can I overcome that which seems so big? And if you believe that it's somehow possible, and you start searching, you are going to experience that you are led, you are guided. We all have guidance, but there must be a willingness to open up yourself towards this guidance. And some call it praying, some call it meditation. Whatever you do, it is connecting with another level of consciousness. The more you do that, the more you connect with your soul, you could say, with your own inner light. And that is beyond the mind. And then miracles can happen. The experience Thea is talking about, I had similar experiences. I was nearly in a psychiatric home once. I was that bad. I was 15 years ill. I went away that I started searching. And the moment you start searching, you find answers. You connect to people. Suddenly people come on your way and they say, hey, look that way, or go there, or they give you a message, and it starts to develop in your own consciousness, in your own mind, and it transforms you. And it's not, I always say, it's not, how do you say it in English, a knob that you turn around? No, it is a process. It's a road that you're going on. And it can be a long road, but once you begin with this road, your life is going to go, it's going to brighten up. And it's developing step by step. So you cannot, Thea did it, I think you said 12 years. I did it in 15 years and I'm still developing. There is no ending. There is no ending of the light. The light is so bright, so there are no words. You cannot express the beingness that you are. It is amazing, but you can touch it sometimes. I cannot live in it all the time. I have a mind, and during my daily life, my mind really thinks she has it all under control. I know it's bullshit, so very often I don't listen to the mind. But when I'm working here in my office, or when I'm with my friends, my mind's really active. The moment that I work with people, and I give many trainings, I've written 6 books, and when I'm writing or working in my trainings with people, then something in me bows, and then my bigger beingness, the light, is guiding me. And it touches people. The words come out of my mind. I say things without thinking, but I know I've got to say them. I feel things, I can see it. It's so clear. And then I go home and it's nothing clear. I'm really in my car driving. And at the same time, my personal life compared to my past is a different life. I'm a different person. Before, I used to be so insecure. I had a really good share of rejection as it started in my first beginnings. And when you go around in the world with a certain mindset of not feeling good enough, not being worthwhile, worthy of happiness or worthy of love, you get that you get that mirrored all the time. You connect with people and they reject you, they turn you down, whatever. But when you start changing within by starting to look different at yourself and at your surroundings, the surroundings change. And it's amazing. Miracles do happen. And all the first step that you can take is to open up for possibilities and to invite within yourself, invite light or people that are guides. And maybe my words are now a guide, or maybe the words of Saroni or Thea were a guide to you, or from Arushi, whoever that touches you within is a guide, or Manji, or whoever. So trust your instinct, and sometimes the intuition, it can be so subtle, and still somehow, I've been to India a couple of times. I followed trainings with another master. And the first time I went to India, I was scared shitless. I was so scared for going to that continent with a lot of poverty and all the stuff going on there. I'd never been there, and I didn't even know where I was going to. I had subscribed to a certain training because somebody said, "Oh, go and have a look there," and something touched me inside, and I thought, "Yeah, I gotta go there." I could feel it, and then I just skipped all my mind, and I didn't think, and I went there, and I thought I was gonna die. And I fell in love with the country. I came to the exact right training, and beforehand, I didn't even know what I was going to do. And when I got there, I was like, wow, I was captivated. I thought, this is exactly what I need right now. But it came to me as a very subtle sign. Yeah. So listen to these subtle signs. Trust your guides, and sometimes you take the wrong road, or you make a wrong decision. Saroni said, I made so many mistakes. Well, shake hands, girl. Here's the queen of the mistakes. I lost a lot of money 1.5 years ago, all my money, even my tax money, by being scammed. A little mistake. It's not what happens to you. It is what you do with what happens to you. And you can break down from everything that happens to you. If somebody does this, you can have a nervous breakdown. But you can also overcome everything if you want it. When I lost all my money, it was 80,000 euros. I was a little sad not a little, I was very sad. I cried I had 2 very big cries in 1/2 day. And then I let it go. I literally let it go. And the funny part is that a week prior to that event, I had published my book, Let It Go, just came out. So I had to let it go. And right.
How amazing.
It is
How amazing.
Yeah.
All three of you.
You can do that if you do not fight circumstances. If you do not go into victim, how do you say it? Victimhood.
Victimhood.
Yeah. If you say, wow, I attracted this in my life. Wow. What can I learn from it? And I've had several times in my life, I'm not the youngest anymore, but I've had several times in my life that there was a choice. Am I gonna break down forever and lose it all, my mind, my life, or am I grow stronger and overcome the adversity or whatever I was into? And my decision has always been, I'm gonna get out stronger than ever before. And if you make that decision, you do not have to know what your road is. You do not have to know where to go. It's just a decision. And then you will meet the people on your road. You meet the possibilities. You are guided and helped. But if you go into victimacy, you're lost. Because then you keep small, you keep saying, oh, no, the world is whatever. It's not going to work. So maybe that is the biggest advice.
I'm fascinated, Antoinette, how all three of you have had very diverse journeys, but throughout your journeys and throughout your transformation, this thing comes out really straight. Acceptance came out really strongly. Transformation happened when you accepted yourself and when you started being more accepting of the uncertainty that life promotes or life gives it to you. Another thing which came out very strongly across your conversation, Antoinette, and which I loved absolutely, is how you were open to possibilities and how you were also cognizant of the fact that when you change within, your surroundings change, your situations change, and they transform. So how amazing is that? I think the key takeaway from our conversation today on how to develop self-belief is to start off, as Saroni said, start off with accepting yourself, start the journey, accept your flaws, embrace your flaws. I don't know, be like Saroni and bear it to the world. These are my flaws, everybody. You better watch out. So I think that's amazing. And that takes an immense amount of courage and an immense amount of bravery to actually embrace that part of yourself, because it's not easy. And the second step perhaps could be, like Thea said, to be open to friendships. And Antoinette also mentioned to be open to guidance from within, or guidance in the form of mentors, external mentors, who can then enable you to be better positioned, to embrace yourself, to believe in yourself, and to allow the transformation that life is anyways bringing to you, to allow the transformation to happen. I love this conversation, women, and I am so thankful to all three of you for sharing parts of your journey and parts of your life and inspiring all of us here. Wishing you all a very, very happy International Women's Day, and let us keep engaging. We have a little paucity of time, so I'm forced to shut off this amazing, intense conversation. But I am so inspired by all of you. I want to be able to be like Saroni and, flash my flaws for the world to embrace or ignore. It doesn't matter. But how powerful has this journey been? I would now like to invite Yelena to continue with this. Hi, Palak.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Arushi. Thank you, Saroni, Thea, and Antoinette.